Hi, this is Sun Mushy, hoping to brighten your day, and this is a pick a card reading on if you are feeling as if perhaps nobody is on your side, or if maybe you're feeling alone or lost or confused, or if you're doubting yourself, if you're having doubts. Yeah, just all sorts of topics like this. So how the reading is kind of going to go is I'm going to kind of have like, it won't be like specifically 4 cards or whatever, but it would be kind of like, you know, like what the overall situation is, like how you're feeling about it, how those around you are feeling about it, and then like overall like what is the next step or where are things going. So it'd be kind of like 4 general sections of it, if I can remember all that. But yeah, so for pick a card, I want you to pick between readings, reading 1 or reading 2. I'm gonna go with just 2 readings today. So whatever helps you fit that vibe. I'm probably going to be using all 4 decks, but if you want some direction on, I'd normally pause. Hi, I'm doing a reading. You're gonna eat? What food?
There's spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
Can I leave them in here?
It doesn't matter. You can leave the door open if you want. Sorry, so reading number 1 or reading number 2? Again, I'm gonna use all 4 decks, but if you want some help for like what might resonate, I could get some crystals, but really I'm feeling the vibe of just like 1 or 2, and think of like these energies. Hopefully the angle is right, but these energies for reading 1, and if you're feeling this vibe over here, that's reading number 2. But again, I might use whatever decks. So hopefully you've decided. I'll have timestamps below. I'm gonna get started with reading number 1. I really liked the 4 cards I did, so let's see. Wow, that was something special. It's these ones. Okay, but these 2 will come out later.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful focus, steal you. Ooh, I need you. My acres of land by the cheek. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, ooh, I leave it all.
Oh, what did I say that first card was? I probably should have remembered that first. So that we got belonging, but I said the overall situation. So the overall situation has to do with fitting in, belonging, and feeling like you have something to give. Maybe if you know anime, you're like that, kind of like that anime character who's like, main character is doing so much, now I have to do stuff too. You know, they're like, I want to be like that. You know, it's kind of like you're seeing a lot of people who are hardworking as well, and like they're like, you look up to them and kind of want to be like that, and like want to feel like you have your own place in that too, and have something to contribute. So that's really cool for an overall situation. Let's see. This is how you are feeling about everything, and this is how maybe those around you might be feeling about some sort of situation. So this is like overall the energy of the situation, and this, you feel like that situation, perhaps people have these expectations, or that you're feeling these expectations, and or people are kind of like telling you like what's what, and like, oh, you can only make money if you do it like this, you know, or like, oh, you should do that, you know, and you're just kind of like, hey, can't I make money on my own? Can't I do my own thing? So I feel like the situation you're in, you're thinking of letting go, pretty much. You're like, hey, I'm tired of listening to all these other opinions. I kind of just want to do my own thing. I feel like that might be kind of how you feel in whatever this situation is, and how others are feeling. Let's see, we get fulfillment and strength. So I feel like they got their own fill in life, and like with their own experiences, they are trying to offer really careful, loving wisdom. I feel like they're not trying to tell you what to do, and like everything they're saying is coming from a place of love. So let me see what others are like in this situation. Okay, that wasn't helpful. But I do pull a 4 of Swords here. And we get Ace of Wands, and we get 6 of Cups. And we get Queen of Wands, and we get Injustice. 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. So, yeah, I'm picking up, it's like, these people are like so certain on what they think you would want, maybe. If this is resonating with you, maybe they're like telling you like their experiences and what works for them, and like it's all coming from a place of love, but at the same time it's all like coming from their own self journey and not yours. And it's like when it's coming to you though, it's like you, like, yeah, it's great, they're telling you what they think you might want, or something that might get you a lot of money and security, but it's like, what about what you want, and what kind of money security you want that to come from? It's like you don't know. It's like you kind of want to do that for yourself, I would say. And I don't know, maybe the people around you in the situation that are possibly contributing to making you feel doubts about this are kind of telling you specifics. I think you're putting a lot of thought into... Sorry, I'm a little distracted because my dog wants in, and she always wants in. I just don't understand why she can't just chill. But I'm going to move on to the overall situation. Differences. Ooh, I feel like, damn, this is a pretty good reading. 1 second, my energies are getting conflicted. I'm gonna pause. Alright, well, taking that time really helped me clear my mind a bit. It was like 10 seconds. But like, I just stopped for a second and it kind of like clicked with me. This feeling. Yeah, I feel like actually it's interesting. This situation here is kind of more similar to this. It's kind of like, you kind of have been chasing after the things you want and like building up this stuff for yourself, but perhaps you're like, this is what the worry is. If you're like having doubts about something, that you're having doubts on if you're maybe on the right path, or on like this 8 of Pentacles. It's like, okay, this is secure, but is it gonna get me like this foundation, more money, pretty much? Like, am I gonna go to the next step from this? Like right now you're like, okay, the things are planted, they're kind of growing, but are they really going to flourish? Are they really going to thrive? You know, so we get these in reverse. And so, I get that, yeah, decide this for yourself. Like, don't let, it's almost unfair how other people are just trying to give advice, but it just like backfires and like makes you feel more lost. That's what I get with Justice in reverse. And with Queen of Swords, it's kind of like, but at the end of all this, you really, if you really think through it hard enough, like you can find your answers within and kind of get back to like feeling more like, okay, I like don't lose my way, stick on this path. So some advice I would give is to like definitely stick on whatever path you're on, and to believe in yourself, and to follow your intuition, and to let thoughts come and go. If you have thoughts and fears and doubts, it's okay that they show up, but it's good to breathe it out and let it go. I'm actually going to send a link about this guided meditation on letting go of strings and just like letting those attachments get cut. And it's a really soothing meditation in my opinion. I really like it a lot. I think his channel is called Shining Meditation, but my computer's all the way over there, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, and so I'm feeling in the way that letting go works, it's not that you cut people out of your life. It could be that, but it's like you can just let go of attachments to certain things. So they're very caring and loving opinions that really might not just be the best for you. It's okay to just let those go, to like take in their advice, be like, oh, interesting, and then be like detach from that and be like, okay, well, that doesn't align with me. So like what I'm hearing as the overall outcome is like realizing differences between everybody. So like everyone can settle their differences, and you will get everything you want emotionally. You will get everything you want passionately, like with life, like with the decisions you're doing. Like wands and cups really go well together. So it's kind of like you're going to love where you're going and where you're at, I would say, and you're definitely guiding yourself there. So the overall outcome of all of this is that yes, you're going to keep following yourself and keep believing in yourself, and regardless of what other people tell you, that you know this is all meant to be because it's your path and it's all going to work out. And if you're feeling like maybe no one's on your side, I'm on your side. I'm on everyone's side. I believe in you guys. I believe in whoever's listening to this message. If this didn't resonate, at least take from this that I believe in you, whatever the doubts or fear or feeling like pushed against the wall or backed into a corner, whatever your feelings may be. If you're feeling any of that, I'm there for you. I believe in you. You got this. The best savior is yourself. It's a really helpful advice, I would say. Ooh, watch the Incredibles 2 movie if you want to watch a really good movie. That's just like a separate thing, but anyways, yeah, I remember seeing this card. Forbidden movement. Ooh, maybe you're afraid. They're not afraid. Maybe, well, let me see. Maybe you're worried you might just stay stuck. Maybe, you're worried you're not doing enough actions, or that you're, like, lazy, or you're not putting in the work. But I'm getting that you are, and that this really goes well with the differences card. Other people are hardworking around you, yes, but like, maybe it feels like you're just trying to play catch up. Maybe it's like everyone around you seems to be putting in so much more effort, and like they're so much more free. But that's just an illusion. Everyone has their own life and own things to figure out. I feel like the forbidden thought is believing that you are moving forward and that you are taking these steps. Maybe you're kind of like, you have been, but every once in a while you're like, maybe I'm not though. Or maybe you might have been like, perhaps I'm not doing enough. And I'm hearing just putting in work is doing enough. Overall situation is all about a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning, and like remaining balanced with your emotions, and balanced within your friendships, balanced within your relationships, whatever it is. You just want this emotional balance, and you want this maybe new beginning, if this is resonating. And to be able to have support for others, like financial support. I feel like that's the main issue. It's just kind of like worrying, like, maybe because you don't have the financials, you're not good enough. I put quotes because, like, I don't believe that. You guys know what quotes are. But, like, I'm hearing where this is going is true fulfillment, and it's, like, really nice. What could be said about the outcome of this? Okay, well, we get Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. So, we also get a message of love about this, but I shouldn't get into that detail because that's a different subject. But this is all working out. The universe is working out the timing with you, so keep charging forward with your thoughts. Keep trying to go for opportunities that you see that you think are a good idea. Some might come up and you might just not get a good feeling. It's okay to then like be chill and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna wait. And then if a different one comes up that you like, then you're like, okay, reverse this, I'm gonna act. You know what I mean? So forbidden movement, that's kind of what I get. So I hope this message resonated and helped. yeah, have a good rest of your weekend and a good coming up week. Sending love and light to you all. Peace out. Okay. That's funny. For reading 1, I did the decks that were for reading 2, and so that's really funny. But I feel like, I don't know, it's gonna work itself out by doing that. In the forest, crystals in the bag in my right hand. And also, I guess if like people like chose this side for wanting to also get those decks, then just pick the other reading, even though that's like the opposite of intuitive. It's kind of tricky, but I don't know. I'm kind of weird like this. I kind of just go with my vibes, and sometimes this stuff happens. All right, reading number 2. That definitely makes me want to just like do these decks, but I really am going to use those decks for this reading number 2 as well. Alright, what is the overall situation? Weasel and Skunk. I forgot what Weasel was all about, but this is definitely about holding your, like being your own person and being confident about that in a sense. Medicine cards! Book! Okay. 33. It's a good number. I like that number. Stealth. Okay. You're trying to maybe the overall situation is, yes, you want to be yourself and like present who you are and your reputation, but I'm feeling like you gotta be a little stealthy about it because maybe the people around you don't receive that energy very well for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. Maybe it's you have a lot of love to give and you gotta be not necessarily sneaky about it, but like you gotta like plan it out a little and like slow down is something I'm hearing, because I feel like you feel very strongly about a person. Ooh. And if you're any kind of artist or musician, like I feel like you've expressed your love through your gifts and talents, probably to this person, or maybe not even to this person. Maybe you've like made things and created, or like you've visualized your love for this person, and then you just maybe were afraid to give to them, or like didn't send out that video, you know. I'm speaking on my behalf because I send, turns out a common thing I like to do is send people love videos and like musics and stuff like that. They're not necessarily love videos, but they're like, I like send like weird videos and songs and things like that, that, you know, if I'm being entirely honest, is pretty damn cute. So I just feel like you're also kind of like that, where you express your love in a really amazing way that like, just hearing it, like if I heard this person playing whatever this instrument is, like I would just feel their love, you know what I mean? And so Weasel and Skunk, it's almost like 2 of Swords, fork in the road. It's almost kind of like you're like, should I share this with that person or not? That's the situation I'm feeling. Ooh. Weasel and Skunk. With the Weasel, with not sharing it, you're like, but damn, I have so much love to give. And you're like, well, you can envelop yourself with that love. And then with Skunk, which is like approaching them, I feel like you're really worried, like, what if you get burned for it, you know? Like, what if you show them your love and, like, you get hurt? That's really sad. But, this is beautiful. Let me see. What is the overall advice for this fork in the road universe? This person who wants to... Oh, man. Both. There's some sort of oath of love, some sort of commitment that you are in, regarding your own personal truth. And, you know, this isn't about the other person. I haven't picked up energies on the other person yet, but something tells me they're on a similar oath, because that's what an oath kind of is, you know, sort of like a promise. Rigid, I feel like the way you feel, like your love is so powerful. It's like unconditional love is what I hear with the word rigid and this like banjo thing. And then High Priestess of Air, in terms of like approaching that or like this like wanting to like express this to that other person, I feel like like mentally you really want to express to this person, and so that's really something there. Let me see. This is the Weasel. 8 of Swords. If you don't express this love, you're gonna find yourself trapped feeling. It's the 8 of Swords is a feeling of like mental traps where you're not actually trapped. It's like you could break out at any moment. You just have to take the step forward. You just have to walk out of that loop. And so to me, that loop is constantly keeping to yourself this expression of love. So my advice would be perhaps to express your love. One way or another. If you can't express it to a specific person, you can record it and express it to yourself. And you can listen to it by yourself and be there for yourself and like hear your own love and let that love go to you, you know? So that's a really good thing to do. That's kind of like best of both worlds. It's like Weasel where like, yeah, you didn't bring it to that person's attention because perhaps you're worried you might like worsen things, but also you get to be yourself with Skunk. You get to be yourself by like having that. Sometimes recording something can be very nice because you can hear yourself and feel your own energy and like just kind of like be both people. You know what I mean? You can be the other person and be yourself and just be like, yeah, that was hella cute, you know? Strength. It takes a lot of inner strength to really go through with this, and like even if it's just a recording for yourself. So I'm just hearing like definitely take that leap. I'm surprised the risk card didn't come out because it sounds like you need like a leap of faith of expressing your love, or like maybe you're just expressing your love so much it's not even that you need a leap of faith. Maybe you just need to record it and listen to your own like loving energy, or just like appreciate yourself. High Priestess of Spirit. Yeah, even if you share or don't share with that person, you two are spiritually connected. So it's interesting. If you chose reading number 2, this is definitely about a specific person. The first reading was definitely about like your surroundings. This can be for both. You can listen to both messages. So if you feel like you want to also hear about like your surroundings and their influences on you, definitely go back and listen to reading number 1. But reading number 2 is definitely about a person. There's a strong spiritual connection here. Indeed, we get a lot of self-love. So the important lesson from all this is loving yourself and realizing there's nothing wrong with the way you are doing things, and so long as you do your own thing, it's okay if you need space or to let things go or to like not. Basically, you can create your own love and stuff for this person, but you do not have to share it with that person if you do not want to. And I feel like with the High Priestess of Air, it's like you really do just decide that for yourself, of course. So I feel like this is linked with reading number 1. I feel like a lot of people might be telling you how to think and feel, and all I'm seeing is like, choose whatever you want to do yourself. Every part of this, everything is all connected. Whatever you do, it is all going to work out in the like grand scheme of things. So, yeah. I hope that message made sense and that it helped. If you're having some sort of doubts or fears, not 100% sure what to call this video, but I'm going to watch my readings and then get the vibe of like what this reading really was about. Let me see if the video is actually going. Cool, it is! It didn't cut out. Awesome! Yeah, this is kind of my setup for now because I'll just take my camera off and show you. Come on. Okay, good. Well, I need to move this bowl of spaghetti. So yeah, I have a second puzzle going up. Me and my friend are working on it. If you want to see what it is, it's Zelda! Woo! So yeah, this is the next puzzle that I'll be doing readings on top of. If anyone enjoys cards being on top of a puzzle. And then after that will be this one. Hold on, let me hold it better. Ta-da! So I'm really excited for this one. I really like the energy of this puzzle. So yeah. But yeah, if you feel like you're backed into a corner or like perhaps nobody's on your side, I'm on your side. I'm on everyone's side. I think I already said this, but I really do mean it. And then if you're hurting people, you're right. I'm not for that. I'm not on the side of hurting people, but I am still rooting you on and just hoping, you know, if you're hurting people, then, like, I hope you don't hurt people, but I still believe in you, you know? That's kind of the way my hope is, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't pick up that energy from anyone on this channel, so don't worry about that. That message was kind of, like, irrelevant. But yeah, I'm sending love and light. I hope you guys are all having a really good Sunday. I went outside and it was very nice. Yeah, so I might go out for another walk. But yeah, peace out.